Hey everybody, welcome back to Baking with a Good Wife, and today we're going to be baking sourdough sugar cookies, and it's a really simple recipe. It's super easy to do. This recipe is perfect for any holiday, like if you have Christmas, if it's Thanksgiving and you want to make some cookies. But today we're specially making Halloween cookies. I've got all of my Halloween cookie cutters set out, and that's what we're going to be doing today. It's a Halloween theme. It's scary. Okay, it's dark, so come on and join me. My fair share of mistakes making sugar cookies in the past with non-sourdough cookies, and I find that when you use granulated cane sugar, you can see them little granulated. The ones that we use, the cane sugar that I always use for y'all. When you use that, you can see it in the sugar cookies, and it's not flattering.
That's my favorite type.
Like, you can kind of taste it. I don't like that. I want mine to be smooth, and if there is going to be some granulated something, it's because I put it on top. Not because, you know, it was like some type of mishap. If you want really, I would say like perfection cooking, and I'm that type of lady, like I'm very passionate about food. I need it to taste like them bakeries in New York that taste delicious. So I just want to pop on really quickly to explain to you guys why I'm opting to use powdered sugar as my base instead of granulated sugar or granulated white sugar. So the first reason is that I have worked in a bakery for many years before, and the trick to making really nice, smooth, delicious sugar cookies is to use confectioner sugar. It works every time for me. Before I had that knowledge, I used to use granulated cane sugar or just any granulated sugar, and you could always see those crystals inside of the sugar cookie, and that for me, I don't like that. When I'm eating a sugar cookie, I want my sugar cookie to be nice and smooth and pretty much perfect. That's how I am when it comes to any baked good. If I'm about to eat something sweet, it has to be perfect. So that's just my little saying. Okay, if I'm about to eat something sweet, it gotta be perfect. So if you guys want a perfect sugar cookie, make sure you go ahead and use some powdered sugar or confectioner sugar. You can go ahead and opt in to use any type of sugar you like, or sugar replacement like erythritol, monk fruit sweetener. So now that we have our butter and sweetener of your choice, I'm using confectioner sugar. We're going to go ahead and add in the flour mixture that we mixed up earlier in the video, and we're just going to add it in slowly in batches and do a light stir as you see me doing here. You're going to see me add in just a little bit more and keep stirring. And I have to stress this with these cookies, it kind of, because it's gluten, you don't want to overwork the gluten at all. So please be very, very light-handed when it comes to stirring these cookie dough, because you don't want to overwork the gluten and then it become all stretchy and weird. That is very possible if you're not paying attention to how much you're stirring. So you can just take a look at me and see how much I'm stirring and the light-handedness that I'm applying, you know, like not being super heavy with the stirring. So this is a batch that I already completed. I had rolled it out and put it in the oven and took it out. These are the Halloween inspired cookies. I made 2 batches of cookies that day. I made some for the kids, some dinosaur shapes, whatever shapes they wanted. And then I went ahead and used like all of my Halloween cookie cutter shapes. I have some ghosts, cats, and witch heads. So now I'm going to go in and show you all how I roll out the dough. And really, really simple. You know, if you already understand how to roll out cookie dough, then, you know, you already know how to do it. So I just took this out of the fridge and I cut it into 2 pieces. And the piece that I'm not using, I put back into the refrigerator to keep it nice and warm, because you don't want the dough to get all warm and the butter to start melting and stuff like that. So I like to keep it cool in the fridge. So with your rolling pin, you're gonna do your best to roll out the sheet of cookie dough to about 1 inch to a half an inch of thickness. Now you can really just eyeball it for what your preference is. I like my cookies to be, I don't want to say thick, but I don't like them to be super thin. I really don't like that. So I'm really making sure to roll them out to a good thickness that I prefer. But for you, you can, you know, do whatever you like, but just make sure you don't roll them out too thin, because they're going to cook really quickly and then it's going to kind of be like a cracker, like a snappy, hard type of cookie, and that's really not what I'm going for, since these are supposed to be sugar cookies. So just continue rolling it out. And then I'm going to go in with my cookie cutters, and then you're going to see me cut out the shapes and all that. So everything else is pretty self-explanatory. So I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell. If you want the full recipe and breakdown of how to make sourdough sugar cookies, go ahead and click the link in my description box. I have the full blog post down below, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. So these cookies right here, my son is designing. These ones were kind of like me trying to figure out the best texture for my royal icing. And these ones were just too hard. These would be better for like making roses or something like that. So I had to add more water to get more of a nice piping consistency. So when I did that, I was able to get more of a nice glossy flat cookie icing that didn't break my cookie. Like I broke 2 of the other cookies. So I'm pretty much practicing right now because trying to get down the consistency right for my recipe to post to my blog. And so far it's going really good.
Angel's looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. What is that? That's not cream cheese. Why not? This is cream cheese.